This is the moment iconic South African anti-apartheid leader Nelson Mandela stepped out into a country on the threshold of political uncertainty. South Africa's powdered keg situation, manifested through years of suppressive minority rule, was about to be addressed by the very man incarcerated for 28 years for his involvement in the struggle uprising.
He came out with a message of peace, but also that the struggle would intensify, not merely continue, it would actually intensify, and on all fronts, and that meant the armed struggle as well. People tend to forget that. So it was quite a mixed message in a sense. It was very much an ANC speech. I don't think it was his speech. It wasn't the kind of speech that many people were expecting. It was a speech of grandeur and of historical moment. It was a speech of strategy. And very much from the ANC's perspective, they were ready for a battle, and it was going to be a political battle, and they were going to fight it on all fronts.
As a leader of the African National Congress and a co-founder of Umkhonto we Sizwe, the armed wing of the ANC, the former South African president spearheaded the negotiated settlement with the then apartheid-led government. With the entire world watching events unfolding in South Africa, Mr. Mandela and the ANC historically laid down the foundations of a peaceful transition of power and in turn allayed many fears within the country.
When Mandela led the shift from wartime rebellion to peace and reconciliation, it meant that he temporarily became the icon of both sides. For the ex-ruling white minority, Mandela was the icon of no Nuremberg war crimes trials, no revenge. You can continue living in South Africa with all your living standards, your property, your money, however you acquired it.
Even though the ANC continued its defiance campaign after Mr. Mandela's release, fears of recrimination against white South Africans were largely government propaganda, and one without merit.
You know, the ANC, not only the ANC, all the political organizations was supposed to be a severe threat for the white folks of the day. And like I said, when Mandela stepped out, there was no fight. There was no killings, and the changeover was so smooth because Mandela had studied the fears of the white people in the country while he was in prison.
In 1994, South Africa had its first democratically held elections, and it became an event that not only defeated the last vestiges of suppressive apartheid rule, but a symbol of change and prosperity under Mr. Mandela's leadership. Former South African President Nelson Mandela's rise to the highest echelons of the ANC did not come without its challenges. Careful negotiations with the former anti-apartheid government under his leadership not only brought the ANC to power in the country's first democratically held elections, but it cemented his place in the history books as one of the most astute and respected statesmen the world has ever seen. Travers Andrews, CCTV, Cape Town.